Good morning, distinguished learners. Very quickly, let's consider some questions under quadratic equation. When we talk about quadratic equation, what do we mean? An equation is said to be quadratic when the highest power of the unknown is 2. An equation is said to be quadratic when the highest power of the unknown is 2. What do we mean? Y raised to power 2 plus 5y plus 6 equals to 0 is an example of quadratic equation. S raised to power 2 plus 5s plus 6 equals to 0 is also an example of quadratic equation. What we want to do now is to solve s squared plus 5s plus 6 equals to 0. The first thing we have to do is to find out what factors of 6, 2 factors of 6 that when added together will give us 5. The factors are 2 and 3. That's the reason why we choose 2s plus 3s. Now, the next thing we have to do is to look for the factors of s squared plus 2s. What is common to the 2 is x. We brought out s and open the bracket. It now become s plus 2. Such that when we now multiply the s outside against the s inside the bracket, it still gives us s squared. We multiply the s against the 2 inside the bracket, it still gives us 2s. Then plus 3, you open a bracket again, into x plus 2 equals to 0. Why do we decide to take as 3? Because if you look at 3, 3 can divide 3s, s will be remaining. 3 can divide 6, 2 will be remaining. So that is the reason why we brought out 3. Is the factor that is common to 3x and it's also common to 6. We now said 3. Inside is x plus 2. How did we get s? 3s divided by 3 gave us s. How did we get 2? 6 divided by 3 give us 2. Bracket close equals to 0. Then the next line, you now have to take x, which is the factor outside the bracket. You pick the 2 factors outside the bracket first. X in the first bracket, outside the first bracket, and plus 3 outside the second bracket. You now put them in a parenthesis or in a bracket, while the ones already the common factor, which is plus 2, that is common to both, you bring it together and multiply them together. It says equals to 0. Now it's either s plus 3 equals to 0 or s plus 2 is equals to 0. S is equal to minus 3. That is when plus 3 is taken over the sign of equality. The sign of equality becomes minus. S equals to minus 3 or s equals to minus 2. The same applies to the s equals to minus 2. When s is taken over, the sign of equality becomes minus. Then you check whether it is correct. What do? You substitute minus 3 in the first case into the equation. The equation is, remember, is s squared plus 5s plus 6 equals to 0. So minus 3 squared plus 5 into minus 3 plus 6 equals to 0. Minus 3 squared is 9 minus plus 5 times minus 3 is equals to minus 15 plus 6. Using BODMAS, you put the additions together first. 9 plus 6 minus 15. 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 minus 15 equals to 0. That is correct. Then let's substitute minus 2 for s. Minus 2 in the bracket raised to power 2 plus 5 into minus 2 plus 6 equals to 0. Remember the equation again is s squared plus 5s plus 6. Wherever you see s, you put minus 2. So that is the reason why we put minus 2 inside the bracket and the power, which is 2 on top, plus 5, which is 5s, minus 2 is now standing for s, plus 6 is equals to 0. Minus 2 squared is 4, and 4 plus minus 10, bracket open and close, plus 6 is equals to 0. Using BODMAS, we have 4 plus 6, or 4 minus 10 and before BODMAS, plus 6 equals to 0. To get those with the same signs together, we use BODMAS, which is 4 plus 6 minus 10 equals to 0. So 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 minus 10 is equals to 0. So this is where we'll be stopping today. If you have any question, you can drop it in the comment section and I will answer it. It is also wisdom that you subscribe so that you can be getting all our teachings on mathematics, and it will help you. If you also have an assignment or you need one-on-one coaching, you can drop a message with us. Thank you so much.